There is a specific kind of silence that arrives late at night, after the day's obligations have finally let go. It is usually then that the question surfaces: why are we actually doing any of this? A deer will startle at a cracked twig. It feels fear, it seeks shelter, and it protects its young. But it does not stand over the bones of its ancestors and ask if death is final. At some point in our evolutionary history, mere survival ceased to be enough. The creature who needed food and warmth began to need a story. We started burying our dead with flowers and beads, turning the physical world into a landscape of symbols. The hunt for patterns stayed alive even when the dots weren't connected, becoming the lens through which we process reality. For most of human history, the sky felt intimate. People looked up at the stars and saw a roof, a stage built specifically for our drama, where celestial movements were read as direct messages. This 16th century diagram illustrates a shift in perspective. Copernicus displaced Earth from the center of the universe, showing that we were riding on just another rock orbiting an ordinary star. Later, the biological sciences revealed a shared history with the rest of nature. We are bound to the same web of animal appetite and extinction as every other organism. Astronomers like Carl Sagan emphasized the scale of deep space and deep time. We discovered that massive galaxies collide, species vanish, and stars burn out without any reference to human existence. From this angle, our search for purpose looks like a psychological survival strategy, the afterimage of a mind clever enough to fear its own disappearance. When viewed purely from the outside, the cosmos operates as a machine of matter in motion. It does not pause when a marriage collapses, and it offers no explanation for our pain. But the purely objective view contains a structural blind spot. To describe the physical world, science had to conceptually remove the observer. Even when we argue that the universe is an empty, meaningless void, that realization occurs as an event inside a conscious mind. We call this the inside view. It is the lens through which all external data most pass. Light strikes the retina as raw electromagnetic waves, but it is experienced internally as the color of a morning sky. A universe described purely from the outside is mathematically accurate, but it leaves out the fact that reality is being experienced from within. In this historical operating room, the patient's physical body remains, but their internal world vanishes. Medical staff can monitor blood pressure and oxygen, every external metric of survival, yet none of those instruments can detect the sudden, internal return of feeling the blanket's texture. Philosophers call this the hard problem of consciousness. It asks why physical brain functions are accompanied by a subjective inner feel at all. Neuroscientists can track exactly how a brain processes visual information, mapping the electrical signals as they travel from the optic nerve to the visual cortex. That explains the mechanics, but it does not explain why it feels like something to see red. Inside our biological machines, the carbon and iron of the universe have woken up and found a way to feel themselves. Every thought we have is a physical event inside the universe, carried by the same atoms that forged the stars. We are a local occurrence of the cosmos, asking what the rest of it is. This challenges the materialist claim that human meaning is a fiction, a story we project onto a neutral surface. This map shows how invisible lines operate. A national border is a human construction, yet that boundary dictates the movement of wealth, armies, and people. It is real because it has physical consequences. Meaning exists within the active encounter between conscious beings and the environment they inhabit. We cannot wait for the cold cosmos to provide a pre-written purpose. The sky is not going to speak. The value of an object is born entirely in the interaction we have with it. A tool gains the physical weight of memory through use. A house becomes a home through the conflict and repair lived inside its walls. Human existence is a brief, luminous interval. For a few decades, an otherwise indifferent universe is granted the ability to grieve, to love, and to study itself. We live in a universe that provides the matter, while we provide the significance. The work of creating meaning belongs entirely to us.
Thank you for watching. If something in this resonated with you, then you're already closer than you think. If you're ready to go deeper, there's a link below to my book, Why We Are Here: The Case for Meaning in a Universe That Does Not Owe Us One. This isn't theory, it's a framework you can actually use. Tap the link below and step into it.